All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for To Be Hero X, episode 14. Oh my god, just the DJ suddenly showed up and dropped the beat. And beat
blew
down.
up a floor. And yeah.
Blew up the building's windows and everything. All right.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Okay.
We got a fight on our hands. We've got a suit that seems conveniently ready for someone to jump into it and pilot
Spin
it.
the wheels, kick the tires, all that stuff. You know, maybe kick the DJ. Yeah.
Yeah, but all right. We've got a really interesting new character here who is struggling to break out of the mold of what it means to be a girl that people are seeing only as cute and not as someone that can do many other things.
Right.
So
I just hope that that her whole friendship with her coworker and everything, that's legit, that we don't get like a reveal that like this was all a ruse in order to orchestrate the next hero or whatever, because I really like those two. And yeah.
I feel like that's the dark aspect of this show, is that every single hero is completely manufactured. All the way down to the video that the mom took. That's going to be the thing of, we found this really old BooTube video of her when she was 3 years old saying that she wanted to be a hero. It's like, she's
that's so
cute.
Sweet. To say nothing of the meta aspect that literally her character is, as design and everything, is to instill in us the, she's so cute, to add entertainment value when she does all of this other stuff, which in and of itself is, yeah, okay, interesting.
But, all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Yep, Stalker boy, yep. What was with these map markings, though? Hey, Shindig.
But maybe with the hair, maybe it's not the coworker.
Ew. The, like, doll house, like, stuff.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, that's unnerving. Oh, God.
Right. Yeah. Let's have our Symphogear episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
The air guitar.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's auditory, like.
Maybe. Oh boy.
Oh, whoa, they're getting all kinds of people here.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Wow, he did.
Okay.
Maybe it's that thing that, like, he was actually not planned or manufactured, and he was just like,
sure. He can even affect machinery.
Maybe he just excites things. So molecules even get, like, excited. Okay. Oh. That's your style? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Oh,
yeah, that's
shit.
literal fear right there. So this is the fear outbreak.
Yeah, and maybe how Spotlight starts.
Wow.
Literally a thing that's heisted.
Oh, shit. Oh, she's sobered up fast. I'm dangerous when I'm drunk. Oh, no. All right, you gotta get in the goddamn robot.
No!
Yeah, emergency power.
I'll bet that could open a door, though.
Yeah, yeah. What even is that? Dream on! Huh? She's drunk, so she's not affected by his ability. Wait. Yeah, wait. You should be.
Yeah. Fuck off!
I love the way she's slurring her words still. What? I love the idea of this being like, huh? Oh.
No one calls me Disco Ball. Oh. There we go.
Everyone.
Okay.
Wait, but that's bad because you could have heroes getting hit with this concentrated fear. Ghost Blade. Oh shit. That sounds like a bad hero.
Yeah, that sounds like a cleaner.
Oh. Wait, that's a little bit strange to bring up. What?
I guess when they're being mind controlled, they don't have their limiters, you know?
Yeah, just avoid them. Yeah.
Yep.
Go find, just gather
built
up
up
speed, I guess. Oh, so he knew about the armor?
Okay. Sure, be as creepy as possible.
Yeah.
Is it sound-based? Kick him in the dick. Oh, there we go.
Oh. Damn! Just look. Wait. Oh, that's fear.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now he's hulking out.
Yeah, let's not fight around the concentrated fear, but unfortunately they both don't know. Oh, I love this. I love this. Running on the sides of the wall, let's go.
All right, solid clock.
Love the music while the fight's going on, though. Oh! Immediately, Lucid. Wait, loading in a baseball bat?
All right. It's not just a baseball bat. It's a mechanized baseball bat.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Yes, rocket propelled.
With
goddamn
spikes.
Mjolnir baseball bat.
Backyard baseball style aluminum bat.
Boom.
Let's hit a home run.
Oh, Keisha Phillips on his ass.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh no. Well, wrong direction.
Crap.
Cool. And so now everyone's gonna be like, why'd you fuck this up? Uh-huh.
I don't feel so good. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Yeah, confidential, need to know basis. Yeah, she has no idea what it is either.
Yeah, and if he could do mind control stuff without fear, I don't even want to know what he's gonna do with it.
Oh, it's his power too.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hell, this might be the origin of Spotlight. And so he's using a form of like remote mind control to like exacerbate their fears and stuff and make them more susceptible to it.
Okay.
Oh, is that Ghostblade there?
They look like guards, like security.
Well, there was one dude behind them.
Oh, yeah, see, he's a good guy. He's just concerned. Shit. Rank 5.
Oh, wait. What if this guy was the stalker?
Oh, maybe.
Because I was going to say that the hair didn't line up with the childhood friend.
Yeah,
I was thinking
we'll see.
maybe it'd be like a get-up, but...
Yeah. She contained things for that time, yeah. Oh, shit! Whoa. Yeah, it should be...
Oh, shit.
It should be like possessing her and stuff.
Right.
Right. Whoa.
Okay, cool.
What?
You can't just drop shit like that.
Oh. Okay. Well. The thickening is plotting.
All right, what do you see?
Here's Ghostblade.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, this is Spotlight.
Okay.
Oh, this is getting spicy. Oh, shit. We got aliens, bro.
Yeah. I love that. It's just like, oh, by the way, that alien spaceship.
Right.
Oh, yes, of course, the alien spaceship.
Okay, conspiracy plots and aliens.
Yep.
And okay. And I love that our new hero, she's actually like being recognized now as a hero. Like, this is the very beginnings of it. It's slow.
Yep.
It's difficult. And there's also a bigger scale problem going on that's larger than her here, but yeah.
And even after she starts doing shit, the people closest to her, at least her dad, is still basically trying to tell her to not do it. Right? With you know, decent reasonings and stuff. Yeah, shit's dangerous.
Shit's very dangerous. It's the thing of where we have professionals to do this stuff. We're not in just a world where you can just get what you want because you dream about it hard enough.
No, we're literally in a world where you can get what you want because you dream about it hard enough.
No, but that's the thing.
He's literally the world we're in.
No, but that's my point, is that it's not. That's the lie, is that he can see that it's not actually that. And
sure, because he knows that it's all staged, basically.
It's all manufactured. So he's trying to keep her from jumping into this dark world.
Sure.
And he can't tell her honestly what's going on because he's in the dark deep end side of things. And I feel like that's why it's so nuanced and complicated, is that yes, you're right, it is that world, quote unquote, but it's not really. It's that's the surface shallow end of it, you know?
Right. And, you know, so he's going to be like, hey, just listen to my decisions for you and not what, you know, decisions you might want to make and all that stuff, even though you're literally working in this.
I mean,
you literally just did it.
I know, but I feel like you're harping on this way too much when she basically, from what she did here, she stole company property, used it without permission, ended up fighting in such a way that did end up causing the fear to break out. Now, that's not something that she could have really, like...
Sure.
Known or anything about in that regard. But it is something that the intentions are good, but you still just can't just grab a suit and be like, I'm going to go and do this stuff here.
That goes into hero regulation, which, you know, as far as we can tell, it's... Hey, Boa, don't just attack a hero right before a big fight.
No, totally,
you know?
totally.
So I don't think that's too much of an issue.
No, I know, but Boa did basically do something wrong there.
No, right. Because of when she decided to attack a hero and have a whole crazy thing. So, anyways, and the show hasn't even brought up that side of things. I thought they were going to, but they haven't yet. But what we end up having here is we're seeing a look behind the curtain of the kind of machinations and conspiracies of the people that are pulling the strings of society in order to get power and all of that stuff. And I like that we got to see this rock dude who, the more he gets introduced or shown, the more I'm like, okay, this clearly seems like a sus bad dude, cool.
He's been the bad dude since the Esol stuff, but it's the thing of where I think he's actually not just the larger bad, but he's deeply antagonistic towards hero society.
Right.
Because his perspective of things is shaped by the idea that over the last few decades, there have been a lot of hero v hero like things, like actual like heroes causing more problems than they solve. And the idea that he's like, no, we need like iron fist control.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
and he's getting a lot of that iron fist control because his organization is doing really well and all that kind of stuff, right? Like he is getting a lot of the stuff that he wants. But that makes it really fun because what we got here of him being like, why is he on a phone call with someone else? Ghostblade, right? In general, that seems a bit extreme. No, right now, when maybe this whole thing is something that may or may not have been staged, or something like that, right? Like, he needs direct access to you. And, oh, hey, Ghostblade was probably on a call with that person that we got introduced at the end, right?
Yeah, who seems to be like a spotlight, like literally spotlight, like the actual character of Spotlight. Because there's Spotlight organization, which we know of later in the timeline to be like a larger public organization.
Right. But even then, it's always been an individual, as far as we can tell, that has been contacting people. And so
it's been a robot voice, so there's no evidence specifically of it being just one person necessarily.
Sure. Yes, it could totally be multiple people.
Well, we know it's also a public organization that people know about and talk about. So the idea that they would talk about this other than it just being that's how they call themselves, in like the equivalent of anonymous is,
sure.
We could deduce that there's a front person, like someone leading the whole thing. But yeah, any number of people could be in the background.
The idea that, okay, when you get up to that high level of power, where they're the people that are the movers and shakers of society behind the scenes, things are going to get underhanded. Right.
Well, they are all the hero organizations. These aren't like governmental powers.
Nope.
As far as we can tell,
these are just corpo guys.
These are just this is a very dark look at society in that basically the Hero Corp CEOs have access to an alien spacecraft that is probably something that does involve governments.
Sure.
But doesn't have to, as far as we've seen thus far.
Oh no, yeah. Let's be real. if they control the heroes, they control the world, right? Whether or not they want to exact that control or use it for anything that might make people a bit more antagonistic to them is another matter, right? But they run this shindig. That's and except maybe not this specific shindig because, you know, he ended up doing something, you know, that wasn't what they wanted. But yeah.
Very large scope story to kind of pull things away from the personal narrative that was going in the previous episode with regards to the hero Lolly.
Yep.
But having this be something that is connected to her father, it does make it curious as to her advent as a hero potentially being something that was manufactured. And I do not think he is behind this in the slightest bit.
No.
And everything that he is showcasing thus far is that he is a workaholic who is obsessed with what he's working on. Because, I mean, of course, he's dealing with alien spacecraft. Like, he's already in the kind of, he's going to die at some point kind of thing here because he's...
The dad who's the scientist? Nah.
Yeah, he is way too connected to all of this. And based on the way that the suit, potentially, this is something that we got to bring up here, the suit that she was using seems to be have the material in it that suppresses fear,
right?
But also overrided the ability for DJ Shindig to control her, his daughter, which is interesting because I was thinking that it had something to do with her power or something.
Yeah, or something like just the sound or whatever.
But we don't know if she even really has a power at this point.
Yeah, she might. And in fact, she probably doesn't because of her situation with trying to overcome the prejudices of society of saying, you're cute, you're not a hero, right?
Also to believe in herself, too. Like,
sure,
right.
Yeah. And so it's probably not something of the, wait, is it just that she can't hear the music? No, it's that this is the other element of it where it's also
what we were building that suit with.
What we were building that suit with, which not only makes it immune to fear, but also immune to trust.
Well,
which is crazy because then that's something where it's just okay, you can do your mech suit thing, and then literally it's just a contest of strength because their powers won't work on you.
Yeah, and what I think this was maybe even planned to be is, now that I think about it, the suit was probably there and being built to then go in and have somebody explore the alien ship. You know,
sure.
It could be something where it's just, you wear this and it's made in such a way that you could interface with the ship in some way. Right, it's made with the same stuff that was on the ship.
Yeah, if there's any weird, like equivalent of like radioactive leftovers or whatever, because it's from the same universe or alien whatever, it'll protect you from it. Yeah.
What if the devastating event was the crash of this ship?
Which devastating event? So
they always bring up what was the event?
Like 38 years post.
It was like was it the downfall? What was it called?
I can't remember.
It's
38 years or 39.
No, not that.
Okay,
it's the actual like thing that they bring up on TV, a lot.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was something where alien spaceship landing ends up...
Well, crash landing, yeah.
Or crash landing ends up having, like, pivotal historical event, like causing that to happen for the world. Would not be surprised about that. That being said, normally I would think that would be the kind of thing that would introduce the concept of trust and fear into the world because it's like something alien that is then being brought in and it alters how this world works.
Yeah, 28 years since the downfall incident.
Incident, okay.
Yeah, that just sounds like...
Yeah, it sounds...
It sounds like the downfall of heroes, most likely. So it probably isn't the alien stuff because that would be extremely public if it was known.
Right.
So since it's being brought about in this way, it's definitely not a public thing.
Right. And given that the alien spaceship, the materials specifically, separates such an unquantifiable thing as fear and trust and all of that stuff.
Well, that was the recent discovery. Like that's his thing he wants to research, basically.
Oh, okay.
They don't know that. That's something where he's like, I want to go in and...
Right, we just realized that as a result of that whole...
Right. They already knew
deal.
that it defies the laws of energy of our world, but that includes fear and trust.
And that's the new info, basically.
And then they're like, what the fuck? Like, really?
Yeah.
That would nullify all the... Yeah. And then he's like, by using this, we could isolate them individually and know, potentially, how to control each one individually.
Right. Which makes sense. That would be something that, you know, big corpo orgs would want to do that are managing heroes, right? Because, yeah, exactly. We may have more opportunities to refine them into manufacturable medications.
Oh, wait, so you're saying you could theoretically inject a child with enough trust that...
Yeah, exactly, right? You know, super juice or whatever.
We would actually get the full-on setup with...
Starlight, yeah.
Well, yeah, that show, The Boys, yeah, thank you.
Which makes me curious. So, okay. This arc introduces a lot of world building elements, and I gotta say, I really appreciate the way they're being introduced. I feel like I'm able to follow with them a bit better than like some of the other like world building stuff that was in previous arcs. But the fact that it's coming in this arc and where this arc is placed makes me very curious of what the potential implications are, because this is after the whole thing with, oh hey, this hero shows up out of nowhere that is able to do all of these crazy things, beats everyone else, and we don't know why, we don't know where they came from. Shit, this isn't something that we controlled, we're scared, right?
Right.
That sounds to me like someone basically got their hands into the pudding, the jackpot of the trust or whatever, and just, you know, juiced themselves up to god levels, right? And then shows up and suddenly, you know, the world is their oyster, right?
Right, but they're not a threat. That's the part that's so cool, is that in a lot of ways, if he was a problem, this world would be completely different.
Right.
So in a lot of ways, what's kind of exciting about him, which is called X for now, is that him showing up at that time had very little grand scale like impact on the world as a whole.
Yeah,
like, obviously everyone was like, holy shit, Queen just got
murked. Yeah.
What happened? We don't even know. But yeah, it's a fun part because all the people who seem to be the antagonists are those that seem to be in the background trying to control and shape the narrative of heroes.
And so even though, like, you know, Lolly and her dad are connected to these people because dad works for them, all that stuff, you know, there's that part of me that is still rooting for some of the people on this side, if you will, right? While at the same time being like, oh no, yeah, this organization that shows up and is like, all right, we're gonna just bring chaos and basically be a terrorist organization. I'm at the very least interested in wanting to see what happens with them, if not potentially rooting for them, depending on how this ends up going.
Well, I think it's that we can see the writing on the wall that tragedy is we are spiraling towards tragedy, and we need to go backwards to understand how we got to the tragedy that's coming. Like, we're going backwards,
because
continually explaining the origins of this society so that we can then know, all these characters are going to get brought into some melting pot where we'll have some downfall incident repeat, basically.
Or to, and not because I want to harp on this in some kind of negative way, why hasn't the show gotten back to it, but using the moon death as an example, it's not so much a question of why did she die? Or why was she killed? All that stuff. Who did it? You know, all that kind of stuff. It's not about that. It's about how did this society get to the point where that is just something that happens, right? Like, that's the bigger question, right? It's not about the specific instance of the murder, right? And so, you know, there's a whole lot to tell. We need to see how, you know, the society may be formed, even though we haven't gotten to that yet, but certainly how it progresses and evolves and things like that. And then, having something like this that is a destabilizing event, I guess, you know, where it's not only has fear been discovered by the populace at large, but we have also realized potentially some ways to control it, but also people with intentions that are at the very least antithetical to our own have also gotten some of that information and even maybe some of the material, depending on how things went.
Yeah.
That's bad. We have a war on our hands, like, theoretically. But...
I will say also, the Hero Commission, now that I'm thinking about the timeline of this, formed like directly after the Downfall incident. Like directly after.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because if the Downfall incident was 28 years ago, when we had jumped ahead 13 years from the Hero Commission being 39 years ago, that would mean that we were 26 years since the... Or wait, no.
I think that might be reversed.
No, that's reverse. Yeah. I'm counting wrong. But I'm very intrigued and hopeful that we get a little bit more in this arc here. I don't want things to end here, but the way in which things pivoted so abruptly
into the world building stuff,
it's the kind of like. It's the kind of feeling of where it's like, oh, gotcha. This is kind of what I've been feeling with a lot of the previous arcs, is that we're getting origins. And although I really am getting attached to a lot of these characters,
we're not allowed to spend that much time
we have to go to the next one here.
Right.
And so Ghostblade potentially being the next one that's getting introduced and set up here by the way that they just kind of showed up, and we thought that they were going to be the one that was behind everything here. But if anything, no, they're not this spotlight person or what have you. I mean, I don't think they are.
Right.
But they are under the behest of Rock, who is very clearly set up to be an antagonist in the long haul. But I wanted to bring up Rock's stuff here in that by having there be a scene where he's like, wait, what is Ghostblade doing right now?
Why is he on a call? Yeah.
That's something where we can then see what call Ghostblade was on at a later point.
Sure, yeah.
But also, the idea that he talked about what the title of hero is.
Oh, yeah, the different philosophies of like, no, this is why you need to have an iron grip and have everything be fabricated, because otherwise...
And we got something that might have been confirmed for a while, but I just realized that FOMO is basically Facebook. It's a social media platform. And the way it was being brought up in this way is like, you shouldn't let heroes grow wild on your platform. Basically, they've got an algorithm where they can boost influencers to then become extremely large. And that's why Shindig was such a big deal, because he basically broke the algorithm, became X extremely fast. And yet, that's in some ways what this world should have.
Yes.
In the ways that like you could have someone become a hero just by their own, not obviously there's luck, and you could have someone behind the scenes manipulating the setup of things so that someone grows big faster, but that wouldn't necessarily sustain itself if it was entirely manufactured.
Yeah, so mind if I take that for a spin?
Yes, I would love to go back to his opinions on this, but go ahead.
So that's kind of one of the things that I'm going to get at.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the idea of grassroots, all that stuff. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, don't have it be something that's just artificially propagated by the man, and why does this guy get to decide? Well, he has money, right? Like that. That's no good. The thing that he's arguing for is okay, yeah, sure, that's a nice sentiment and all, but when you have grassroots, like, stars that suddenly rise up, and you don't actually have, like, control over them, then you can't, you don't have a reasonable way of keeping them from misbehaving, basically, right? And even if those misbehavings are just, scandals of like, oh, this person cheated on their partner that they're a hero with together, or whatever Shindig, has done, or, things like that. That's still something that he's like, hey, that's not good for the general society, given that we're pinning so much of our hopes and safety and security on these people, right?
And so I wanted to get into that as well, with the idea that if we're pinning so much of our hopes, ideals on heroes and stuff, you might be doing something wrong then, because in a lot of ways, they're just people. You shouldn't treat them as gods or icons. And that's where I think he's actually lying through his teeth in that he's like, yeah, we should abandon the past. And it's like, actually, I feel like he's saying that he's actually holding on to this very tightly, because it's the idea that like, no, at one point, we had a downfall incident, and we needed heroes.
Sure.
And thus, we had gods that showed up and were like, we will save you all, humanity. And they hold their hands down, and we're like, yes, yes.
And I will create new gods, and I will be the god's god.
I will be the god's manager, basically.
Sure, yeah.
And so it's the kind of thing where this, also the other thing, just their garb, very much gave modern CEO versus old CEO vibes.
Oh, yes.
The idea that the one who runs the social media platform that this guy left at one point.
Right.
Basically that, they used to work together.
Right. Rock is suit and strength and tall and,
And like ridiculously like over the top hair.
Right.
And then this person just got a little headband.
I got bags under their eyes.
Bags under their eyes. Looks like someone that's just grinding and working hard.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not trying to prove anything.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, appearances don't mean anything because that's what this arc is about. We don't need to take things on appearance only.
But yes, if I had to choose,
which CEO would you like to follow and work for?
This dude, for sure.
This one,
Yeah. Absolutely.
Seems way more normal.
Right.
Way less ego involved with things here.
And then the only other thing that I would say with the Brock's perspective. Oh,
I was just going to keep going, but go for it.
With Brock's perspective on things is that if heroes are created and they're dictated by the whims of social media, then great. That's how you can avoid the boys situation where suddenly Homelander's like, I can laser you. I don't care if you're my boss, right? And that's the like, right. Right. Whereas in the boys, it's the your ego will keep you from doing anything that will make you unpopular. Whereas in this, it's no, literally, if you become unpopular, you lose your powers. So the fact that we created you will also help you understand that we can smother you.
Right. So either this CEO is a little bit naive, which could be just the case. It's not an endorse. It could be. It's not.
They both have their different viable ways of doing things. But the idea that
you have a social media platform that is literally giving people the opportunity to gain trust value by getting their stuff to the masses. Yeah. Social media would be the most powerful thing in this world.
Oh yeah.
So the idea that Rock left this guy that is clearly bad news. That actually terrifies me because he's basically saying, that's not working well enough.
Right, like
the idea that they could control the equivalent of TikTok or YouTube or what have you.
And he's like, that's not enough control.
And he's like, that's not enough control. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what are you trying to cook, my dude?
And the fact that that kind of stuff is being indirectly discussed while we have the person with the mind control powers that comes in and wreaks havoc, even though yes, he's not connected to Rock, all that stuff, whatever, but
not necessarily. No.
Yeah, not necessarily, but like that
because that's where Spotlight actually could be good, is that they're trying to expose the corruption of this hero society.
Right, exactly. Who knows, maybe this dope sweatband,
CEO.
Bags under his eyes CEO is actually Spotlight, and he's like, oh hey, can I put this on FOMO? Like I've got actually a great connection of all you CEOs in the room here. People know and trust me.
I kind of loved the awkwardness of like, can I post this?
Right, like that feels like the new Twitch CEO that's like, I'm gonna do a live stream. You guys want to come in and talk about?
I don't want to trust him just because he seems to have a good personality, though.
Oh sure,
he's still running the equivalent of YouTube or what have you. It's
yes.
You have probably a lot of power. Like,
no, this is the cult Illuminati meeting here.
Yeah, they're all literally of them in their pyramid shaped thing here with a larger group seating around them.
This literally looks like a Sith temple.
Yeah. It's way too much ego put into the display
of a thing that's behind closed doors.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. The amount of dick stroking that is, if you think about it,
is a bit.
That's a bit.
It's a bit worrying.
Yeah.
So, okay, obviously, DJ Shindig was used in this way because he's disgruntled with losing his position. Spotlight reaches out, gets him to basically bust open their facility, find out what's in there, gets basically infected with fear, which then gives Spotlight the data, the literal samples that they can take from DJ Shindig to to go from this. And I feel bad for Shindig here because in a lot of ways, this is where the show is commentating on the like celebrity culture where it's someone being like, oh, you're no longer trending. We drop you. We do not care about you at all. You are a piece of.
You are a number on a data sheet.
You are numbers basically, and your numbers are bad. So get fucked. And the idea that he's sitting here, seemingly coming back to a sense of lucidity while still being possessed by fear, because it's literally a miasma thing that might be connected to aliens.
Some kind of symbiote. Shit, yeah.
Who knows what it actually is? But this is all coming in with the context of, I've got another job for you. And then, right then, Luo Tong, the head scientist here, is like, go to the wreckage immediately. We give you jurisdiction. Figure out what's going on here.
Straight up, there was a part of me that was wondering if there was going to be a mask reveal and it was going to be her dad, right? Because, like, there's
that he's Spotlight.
Yeah, that he's Spotlight or something. Like, and that's probably just me going with the pattern of like, okay, the mentor figure that's in an arc, and then suddenly they're revealed to be like.
I think you are harping way too much on the dad must be bad for no reason. I think the dad is actually just a really bad father, but he's a good man. It's that he's bad in that he's not there to raise his daughter or be with his family. But I think he's gonna die. I think he's going to be basically just a catalyzation of things moving towards tragedy.
I think you're 100% right. I think he's very much set up to be the like, oh no, he's a misunderstood dude. And I'm like, nah, I think he's just a dick, you know?
Well, why is he a dick? You just keep harping on this.
But I'm not trying to harp on that a bunch. The parallel of the two scenes made me think that there was going to maybe be some reveal or something of them happening in tandem. But either way, cool. We have a conflict for the next episode, which great. As far as like, again, having the origin story for a hero that has the pivoting moment into more of the world building stuff. This one is really working for me. I really like it. I feel like it also fits with the whole thing of her realizing that the world not taking her seriously, and so then the fact that the arc isn't focusing as much on her and her whole thing of trying to become a hero, I feel like that just fits, you know? Like, and so then let's see all the world stuff behind it and what kind of, you know, schemes and things are being gotten up to.
I do feel like though that given the way the arcs are going, we're probably not getting another lolly focused episode after this. I want them to, but I doubt they will, given how world building heavy it went into towards the end of this episode.
Sure.
And the way that Ghostblade kind of showed up, but didn't do anything specific other than just go to the lab and see what was there.
Right, yeah, exactly. I think we're not privy to that information.
Yeah, I think Ghostblade is going to be the next hero that gets focused on.
I think that makes sense.
But we never found out who the stalker was.
Well, that's
something that I kind of am. I'm kind of like, wait. So you had a theory that it might be Ghostblade.
Well, okay. So I was kind of all over the place with regards to that because I wasn't exactly sure what they were doing. The reason that I thought it might be Ghostblade is because the hair looked kind of familiar, and then the whole idea of the stalker using the knife and being really proficient. Oh, hey, we have a hero with a blade that shows up. Maybe there's some, some crossover.
I'm with you. But,
But the other thing that I think might have been what they were actually setting up, and this threw me for a loop. So the comedy of the friend going in and being like, oh, this is my stalker coming to get me. I'm going to fight them. That was amazing. I loved that. It was hilarious.
Shindig being like, whoa, I'm not like
right, chill out. Stop. She's so drunk. I don't know. Like, her mind is so scrambled right now. I don't think I can control it. Like, that was kind of the vibe that I got from that.
Yeah.
That was great. But then her talking about him being the stalker, okay, it's fun. The misunderstanding comedy is continuing.
Right.
But then there was a point where where he says, like, no, this girl was stalking me. Maybe that's a joke to the fact that, like, she came in here and started, like, messing everything up.
It wasn't that she said, he said harassing. So it was that he's like, whoa, she came in here.
Yeah, right. I'm just trying to do basic terrorism. What? I have nothing to do with this girl.
I did not harass her.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay, cool. Because I was like, wait, huh?
I think he was basically bringing up the point of like, whoa. I I got Me Too'd like a long time ago. I don't do that shit anymore. Like,
yeah, actually.
Like, actually was the vibe I got from him, because he's like, I have ways of making you into me and stuff.
Oh, sure.
And it's like, he's from that era, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
In the, like, he definitely gave
Doesn't
off
that guy actually have some kind of rapey vibes? You know?
Yeah, you know.
Good point. How did we not realize? Yeah. But that whole comedic bit was fantastic. Okay, yeah, no, he was
just her slapping him.
Yeah, just slapping him. Yeah, so I think because what I was thinking, if it was that she was stalking her.
She's the one who started harassing me earlier.
Right. Yeah, okay. Because I was thinking maybe if it was him, it's she's in the facility that I need to get into, and so that's part of like the prep or something. But no, I think if it is Ghostblade, I don't know why it would be Ghostblade, because again, but I just saw spiky hair and, like knife sword parallel.
Yeah.
But with how little the childhood friend had to do in this episode, I feel like it's probably not him, especially with the hair thing.
I mean, he was suspiciously absent from... I mean, obviously, they came into work late. This was not actual shift time.
Right.
So he could be just asleep at home.
Yeah.
That could be it.
But the whole idea...
But yes, he was suspiciously absent in a lot of ways this episode.
Right. And because they're pivoting away from Lolly and her whole, like, personal story because of the world building stuff they're doing...
With the dad and all
There's
that,
a part of me that wonders if they're actually also pivoting away from the whole stalker thing, and maybe it's just there was a general stalker, and so it's not... it being an individual, but it's more just indicative of their general experience with society.
Maybe.
But
yeah. Also, little detail is, before we get into the discussion, I like the idea of heroes turning their power on themselves to have a cost associated with strength.
Yep.
And the idea that he's like, I can use my power of craze, like,
to
on myself.
Up. Yeah.
And it's just a big, like, boost of chemicals and everything like that. And... yeah, like that's a really cool thing that we've continually seen. Queen did it in an like even cooler way, but like I like that because it reminds me of what was going on with Lin Ling way back when, in a way that showcases how powerful like belief in yourself can be when we have a trust system that gives you power stuff. Like Isol got into that a bit as well. In fact, pretty much all the characters have gotten into that a little bit. But yeah,
I'm excited to see this alien spaceship. If we are,
I think we're getting
allowed
there.
to get that information.
I think we're getting there eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of questions now.
And please, even if it's pivoting away from like Lolly and her friend being the main like plot focus, keep their presence and the comedy antics up, because it's great.
Yeah, the slice of life stuff and just them hanging out was also really good.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.